Touchdown. Paper? Unbreaded.
How are y'all doing? Changing up the way I do videos here. So, you know, you're in for the ride. You're in for the ride. Hopefully this works out. Hopefully you guys are having a great day. This is interesting how this is recording. But anyway, guys, look, please hit that like button and let's get on to the show here. So Tyre Nichols, the young gentleman that was passed away 3 days after a altercation with the city of Memphis Police Department. There is now, they're saying there's up to 20 hours of footage that is yet to be released. Up to 20 hours of additional video footage related to the fatal police. I mean, I don't even know what you can say anymore. I had a video on Allison Rice yesterday, who is the LSU student who was taken for her time and just having her name took it out. Anyway, so yeah, the police altercation of Nichols has yet to be released. Prosecutor revealed Wednesday. The unreleased footage includes audio of what was said to be said after the vicious event and during the ambulance ride that brought the 29-year-old man to the hospital. The ambulance ride, that is something, right? I've never heard of them giving ambulance ride audio. The disturbing footage released Friday showed the traffic stop. This is the famous footage right here, this little screen grab right here. I want to talk a little bit about this because this is starting to be broken down by defense attorneys. And as with everything, don't jump to conclusions. There's a lot of stuff that happened. Yes, it's awful, the end result. I'm not changing anything there. But remember, don't jump to conclusions until we know everything. All five officers, some of whom were part of the department's now disbanded elite Scorpion Task Force. I think it's funny that the media is constantly talking about the Scorpion Task Force. I'll have to look up what the acronym means. But Memphis is a dangerous place. Okay, Memphis has 600,000 residents. Has murders last year of 200. New York City has close to 10 million residents and had murders of close to 200. If you calculate that out, it's very vicious. Memphis is it's very centralized where the violence is. Outside that area, Memphis is a beautiful and wonderful place with lots of beautiful people there living in harmony. Unfortunately, there's also a bad side, and that's what we're seeing right here. All five of the officers now disbanded. Scorpion Task Force been fired and arrested and put on charges. Two sheriff's deputies and two other officers were also placed on leave following the encounter. Sheriffs control the jail. So once the police arrest the suspect and turns him over to custody, I do not know what the sheriff's deputies have been released for. The January 7th event led to Nichols' passing 3 days later. 3 Memphis Fire Department employees were also released from their duties following Nichols' passing after it was revealed that they failed to conduct an adequate patient assessment on the victim. He was in an ambulance. I mean, this is a very broad sword government officials are using when they probably need to use a scalpel. Funeral service was held for Nichols, in which 2,500 mourners and featured an eulogy from Reverend Al Sharpton. maybe we should talk about some of Al Sharpton's greater events. Oh, and an address from Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris, has she ever changed her what she said about the Kenosha incident? Former Memphis police officers were charged in the top row here. These are the 5 Memphis police officers in question. Roe Vaughn Wells, the mother of Tyre Nichols, gets in the car at her son's funeral service Wednesday in Memphis. The service was held at Mason Temple Church of God in Christ headquarters, best known as being where Martin Luther King Jr. delivered his "I've Been to the Mountaintop" speech shortly before his passing as well. Tamika Palmer, the mother of Breonna Taylor, and Phineas Floyd, brother of George Floyd, were also reportedly in attendance. I don't like funerals personally because I don't like death. I don't believe in it. It's against my very existence. Literally, death is against my very existence. But I've never gone to a funeral for someone that I didn't know or have a connection to someone who was grieving. I think it's unique that relatives of Breonna Taylor and George Floyd, both of whose passing resulted in civil unrest in both Louisville and Minneapolis. That's unique, isn't it? Politics is not the answer. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm going to rant a little bit. Maybe I shouldn't have this up. But politics is not the answer here. Okay, you don't go out there. Whenever you do this, you're baiting a destruction of something that's not how the person should be remembered. We don't even know what's happened yet. We don't have all the facts. We don't have the toxicology reports yet. We don't have we haven't even gone through a discovery process. And these officers, what they did here, all we have is the camera footage from a telephone pole camera. We haven't used the body cam videos yet. We have this article here is talking about there's 20 more hours of additional stuff. People are just assuming here that it's going to be just as bad. It's going to multiply the effects that's happening. We don't know that. If we're going to exist as a civilization, we have to stop letting ourselves be manipulated. We have to stop the hatred. The hatred is a duality of disgrace for society. We are using it as an emotional driving point for elections. And at the end of the day, it's all about somebody who is not me getting wealth and power. What happened here to Tyre is awful. Absolutely awful. We don't know the totality, though, of what happened here. We know if you watch the body camera footage from the police officers, he did take a taser and they did empty 2 bottles of pepper spray on him, each of which blew back into officers' faces, rendering them helpless. And all that happened before he was handcuffed. We have laws about not resisting arrest. I'm sorry, this whole thing is it's a mountain of crap. Okay? This is horrible. But man, I'm sorry when you're sitting here talking about funerals being visited by people who are known instigators, are part of, they're connected directly with people that have burned societies. You just got to take a breath. You got to take a deep breath. You got to take a step back. Clear your head. Listen to what's being said around you. Take in the smells. Visualize. Be able to see what's happening. And then we can talk about it. Or we'll just wait till the next media thing. And nobody will ever know. And nobody will ever remember. And we're going to go down the rabbit hole of the septic tank. Anyway, guys, that's it. There's 20 more hours of video and audio to be released. I'm sorry about the rants. But you know what? Maybe society needs a rant. Maybe we don't deserve nice things. You tell me. Leave a comment. That's all I got. Be safe, guys. Everybody's out there to get you. Take care of each other. Love y'all. Godspeed.